Good morning, students. Today we continue our lecture on carboxylic acid. This lecture is presented by me, Panit Ghatak, your chemistry teacher. So, let's begin. In today's class, we're going to finish this carboxylic acid chapter by doing the last topic of this chapter, that is chemical reactions and uses of carboxylic acids. Okay, in the last two videos, we have already seen the IUPAC nomenclature as well as the common nomenclature of carboxylic acids, and we have already seen the preparations of carboxylic acid. So today we will do the chemical reactions, that is the chemical properties and uses of carboxylic acid. Okay, so let's begin. For the chemical properties part, the chemical properties of carboxylic acid. As carboxylic acid is a weak acid, its reactions produce same outcomes as those learned from the chapter of acid, base and salt. Okay, as the acid, base and salt, as we know that carboxylic acid is a weak acid. So when an acid is being reacted with a base, as an acid is being reacted with a base, it will give a salt and water. Okay, salt and water, it will give the same for the case of carboxylic acid. But as the carboxylic acid is a weak acid, so the reactions are less vigorous rather than for the strong acid like H2SO4, HCl or HNO3. For H2SO4, HNO3 or HCl, they are the strong acids. When they reacted with NaOH or certain strong bases, they gave a violent reaction. Okay, and more vigorous in nature. But when we take carboxylic acids, mainly carboxylic acids are organic acids and they are weak in nature. So, although they will give the same product, but the reaction will be less vigorous. Okay? So, the next point is acid properties. Mainly for the case of carboxylic acids, as they are weak acid, the pH is almost tends to 3, and most of the acid molecules are ionized in water. Okay, in the case of acetic acid, that is CH3OH, when it is ionized as CH3COO minus and H plus, in pure acid it is almost 0. Okay, the ionization of CH3COO minus and the H plus is almost 0. The concentration is almost 0. But in the acid in the water, it gives some amount of ionization as well. But you can see the percentage of ionization is very less. In 1000 parts of acetic acid gonna ionize to give only 4 parts of acetate and 4 parts of H plus. Okay, 4 ions of H plus, I can already say that. Okay, but in case of, if we take suppose 1000 HNO3, it will give almost 800 H plus and at least 800 NO3 minus. But you can surely see that here for the 1000 we get only 4 ions of CH3COO minus and 4 ions of H plus. Okay, so it is very weak acid respective to the HNO3 or HCl or H2SO4. Okay, so that is why carboxylic acids are called weak acids, and its pH tends to 3. pH is almost tends to 3. Okay, so let's move to the next point, that is when it is reacted with bases. We know that acid, whatever the acid is, either it's weak or either is strong. When it is reacted with base, it will give salt and water. Okay, similar the case of carboxylic acid. Here the example is acetic acid. When acetic acid is being reacted with NaOH, it is give a salt, that is sodium acetate. Sodium acetate is a salt. Okay, and this water. Okay, so whenever carboxylic acid is being reacted with a base, it will give salt and water, similar to the strong acids, but the reaction will be less vigorous and less violent. Okay, and reaction will take some time. But in the case of strong acid, the reaction will be vigorous, more vigorous, and it will be more violent as well. And it will, for the case of strong acid, the time will be less, because the reaction time will be less, because the activity of strong acids are more higher than the weak acids, mainly the carboxylic acids. Okay, so let's move to the next point, that is the acid properties. Whenever acid is being reacted with a metal, it will form a salt and a hydrogen. Okay, similar to the case of carboxylic acid. Here in the example of acetic acid, whenever reacted to a alkaline earth metal, that is magnesium, it will form a magnesium acetate, that is MgOAc whole base 2, OAc whole base 2, or we can say MgCH3COO whole base 2. This is both the same thing. Magnesium acetate and hydrogen. This hydrogen will be evolved as a gas. Okay, so here in whenever the reaction takes place, like acid, strong acid or weak acid is being reacted with a metal, it will form a salt and a hydrogen. Okay, and this hydrogen will be evolved from the system as well as a gas. Okay, similar the case of carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid, whenever reacted with the metal, mainly here the metal is alkaline earth metal, that is the magnesium. Whenever the weak carboxylic acid is reacted with the metal, it will form a salt and a hydrogen, and this hydrogen will be take off from the system as a gas. Okay, so next point is reaction with carbonates. As we know, the carbonates are mainly bases, and carboxylic acids are acids. So there will be acid base reaction, so there will be a salt. This is a sodium acetate, this is a salt. Okay, this is a carbon dioxide and water. So whenever carboxylic acid is reacted with the carbonate, that is a carbonate base, then we will for the simple bases like NaOH and other bases, we only get salt and water. But in case of carbonates, we will get a extra product, that is called carbon dioxide. Okay, so whenever a carbonate base is being reacted with the carboxylic acid, it will give salt, respective salt, that is here the sodium acetate salt, water, and a carbon dioxide. Okay, because here we know that Na2CO3 for any carbonate, suppose in case of we take Na2CO3, this CO3 part from CO2 will be take off, only Na2O part will be there, and this Na2 part will be recombined with this carboxylic acid part. Okay, and that is why it will also form. Okay, so this is the mainly chemical properties of carboxylic acids. So let's move to the uses of carboxylic acids. That ethanoic acid, that is the ethanoic acid means acetic acid, that is CH3COOH. Okay, ethanoic means here the number of carbons is 2, so that is called ethane plus oic acid, that is called ethanoic acids. Okay, ethanoic acid is most important organic acid. It is used as a vinegar, as preservative and flavoring. Okay, as well as for making baking industry, that is for preparation of cakes and other things, we use vinegar on a daily basis. Okay, so ethanoic acid or carboxylic acid, mainly the acetic acid, is being used to prepare the formation of vinegar, and vinegar is used in the large quantities in case of baking industry, as well as the flavorings and the preservatives as well. Okay, and some other uses of organic acids other than the ethanoic acids, they making the drugs, dyes, paints, insecticides and plastics. Okay, in case of drugs, we use many of the carboxylic acids. Okay, so to benzoic acid as well as many carboxylic acid like formic acid. Okay, as well as some long chain acid, that is heptanoic acid or pentanoic acids, to make it soluble. Okay, so for making a soluble base of a organic drug, we use this kind of organic acids. Okay, as well as dyes, the colors, how do you wear the cloths having some colors. These colors are mainly from the carboxylic acids, and as well as some peptides. Okay, as well as some conjugated peptides. Okay, and So this organic dyes and paints and insects and plastic. So plastic is mainly from the polymers, okay, and then mainly from, it's termed from polymer means polyethylene or polystyrene. This kind of polymers is being used. So all of these polymers being for making these polymers we use the carboxylic acids as well. Okay, so uses of carboxylic acids are pretty vast. Okay, so we have to know that their uses as well. Okay, so we have already finished the aldehyde ketone part in the previous classes, and by today we are finishing this carboxylic acid part as well. Okay, so in the next week, from the next week, we're gonna start a new chapter. Okay, so I hope you have understood this part very well. If you have any kind of doubt regarding this topic, you can ask me in the comment section below. Okay, so thank you very much.